In today's video, we are going to build an AI assistant, a tourist weather advisor. Basically, it's a kind of AI agent that will give you trip suggestions based on the current weather and selected location. Let's check the demo first. Here the user selects a starting location. The application finds the nearest famous tourist spots, fetches the live weather in real time, and then asks the LLM whether it's a good time to visit. As a result, it gives a clean table view like this, with weather conditions and AI-generated visit recommendations. The LLM analyzes the weather and returns a markdown table with place, temperature, weather condition, distance, visit recommendation, etc. This application is great for travel planning. To build this app, I used local LLM from DeepSeek, live weather data from Open-Meteo, and a slick interface using Streamlit. This is the basic architecture of this app. When the user gives a location, it searches for the nearest tourist locations. Based on the result, it calls the weather API for each place. We use the API results plus the customized prompt and pass to DeepSeek LLM. It gives a structured output to the user. So that's the overall flow of this AI assistant. Before going into the code, I just want to let you know that this is a very basic app which uses a free weather API and a set of static locations. You can update this with other APIs for weather and locations. Use APIs that give more accurate results for locations and getting the weather data. So let's check how we can set up this project. Before setting up the project, make sure you have installed Ollama in your system. If you are not installed, download and install from the official website. This app uses Ollama to run the DeepSeek LLM locally. Once you install Ollama, pull the DeepSeek model with 1.5 billion parameter. Run the command in your terminal to pull the model. Once you are done, we can start setting up the Python project. First, you need to set up a virtual environment in Python. Open your project folder and create a virtual environment. Then activate virtual environment. The required Python version is 3.8 or higher. Now add the Python packages in the requirements.txt file. Then run the command pip install -r requirements.txt. This will install all the Python packages. I will share this code in the description box so that you can easily set up and run this project. This project uses Streamlit for the UI, Open-Meteo for real-time weather data, Ollama to run the DeepSeek R1 1.5b model locally. And also I use a set of famous US tourist locations with latitudes and longitudes. Create a file called app.py for writing the code. Here, as you can see, I am using a set of tourist places, which is a dictionary with places and coordinates. Currently, I am using a static locations, but we can replace it with a location API and fetch locations using that API. For example, you can use Google's geolocation API and list the nearest tourist places based on the user's current location. But for now, I am using the static locations. The dictionary weather code in this script maps numerical weather codes to human readable weather descriptions. When you call Open-Meteo weather API, it returns a weather code like 0, 1, 45, etc. These are the standardized numeric codes that describe current weather conditions. This dictionary is used to translate those codes into readable strings like clear sky, rain showers, thunderstorm, etc. Here, the Hawaiian function calculates the great circle distance, the shortest distance between 2 points specified by their latitude and longitude. The getWeather function fetches the current weather for a given geographic location using the Open-Meteo API. The API gives the result like this. GetWeather function uses this API and return temperature, wind speed and weather code. The build LLM prompt function constructs a prompt string to be sent to an LLM like DeepSeek. This prompt asks the model to analyze weather data and provide visit recommendations in a markdown table format. This prompt guides the LLM to understand the weather data, summarize it as a markdown table, use logic to decide if which place is good to visit. So this is the important function in this application where it passes a proper prompt to the LLM with the given data and the LLM gives the output. Query DeepSeek function sends a text prompt to the DeepSeek R1 1.5b language model running locally via Ollama and returns the model's generated response. So these are the main methods that I am using in this app. I will share the completed code in the description box so you can check it out. To run this app, use this command streamlit run app.py. Here users can select a start location. Based on the selected location, the AI agent gives you information about each location, which consists of weather information, distance, and also it suggests whether the user can visit these locations or not. You can expand this application by adding more information like maps, hotel, etc., which will help the user to get more information about the location. As I mentioned earlier, I used a free location API. You can use a different API for locations, maps, and other services that you want. Here I used a DeepSeek model. You can try with other models like GPT, Mistral, etc. and let me know about the result. You can even build a mobile app with this where it can notify users about the current tourist places near to the user and give a summarized information about the location and weather. So try to expand this AI application with your ideas. I will share the code and details in the description box. If you found this information helpful, please consider to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.